as we get into our second run. I am going to take a quick break. This time we got Melting Remnant Exile, Wormkin Exile. This is a fun one because we have Little Fade here, and there's some really cool stuff we can do with Little Fade. And with Bogflies too, I think. Can Dripfall to descend and daze enemy units, or our own even. 2 Bogflies and Memories of the Melted. Little Fade can absolutely be very busted, but can also be very weak, depending. We'll see. This is a start with a lot of potential, we'll call it. I think Melting Remnant Wormkin might be one of the strongest clan combos there is. Logbook says... I don't think we've won with this. No, not with Little Fade we haven't. So missing the crown here. Well, I sorted myself there. So, we can randomly reform things. These Bogflies are interesting. Let's pick a champ path first here. So we have either Little Icarus or Firelight. Firelight says, when Little Fade is killed, give all other units on the floor combat stats and burnout. And that can be pretty dang strong, especially if you're able to reform either Little Fade herself or the units that have had the stats bonused. Little Icarus, meanwhile, wants to personally slay all the enemies, which is pretty hard to do with our starting deck. We have no ways to heal or buff the durability of Little Fade. So I think I'm going to try Firelight here. We'll see what we can do. Oh ho! Carving Koriska. When a card with Extract is played, gain an Echo and a charged... Yeah, gain an Ember and a charged Echo. There we go. Currently, we don't have any Extract cards, but they're pretty easy to pick up, and some of the strongest cards for Wormkin are the Extract cards. Meanwhile, Conscription Notice gives us a unit to start stacking with Little Fade's bonuses immediately, which I really like, actually. Very notably, Little Fade can especially struggle in the first couple of rings before you get a core strategy together, and I think Conscription Notice is going to be essential in not only surviving those, but allowing us to take our early trials so that we can continue to get strong. So I think this has got to be Conscription Notice, as much as I like the Koriska long-term. And with the Conscription Notice, I'm also okay taking 15 shards and getting another thing here. Triple upgrade slot on units or extra infuse. Ooh, that's a tough call. Triple upgrade slot on units, huh? Or jackstrips, but I don't like jackstrips very much. Such a weak effect, with Last Divinity. That third unit upgrade is strong. I'm going to do that. Melting Remnant in particular likes heavily upgraded units. So let's see what we can do here. And a unit draft will definitely help things out here. I worry that the additional enemy damage might be a problem, but I think we can snipe everything that would be an issue with our Echo Breaks here. So let's see how this goes. So, when Little Fade is killed, apply Burnout to friendly units. And stat bonuses. So let's try something here. When you're using Burnout, I think setting up on the bottom floor becomes a bit more reasonable. So this is a 15/25 Guard of the Unnamed and can't gain armor 3. Let's try the following. I'm going to put down Stewie. And Guard of the Unnamed here. So we could snipe the Priest with Echo Break and then just use this for Charged Echo. But what instead if I used Echo Break on Little Fade, giving a stat bonus and burnout to these units, and then reformed Little Fade and put her in front again, giving an even bigger stat bonus to these units when she dies the second time. course, burnout is still a concern, but we can keep reforming Little Fade. For the good times. You are nasty, though. Keep it this way. You need to perish. Let's do it this way. Good. Oh wait, you got healed. I'm a fool. Not good. Okay, we're guaranteed to draw a primitive mold to get one more use of Little Fade next turn. And we want to stop this Forged Disciple from reaching the top here. Good. Perfect. GG. So again, ultimately, not too bad, only because of the conscription notice. We would not have been able to grab the artifact for the shards and take the trial if we didn't have conscription notice. Pretty cool. Ooh, stealth. Stealth can be real nice-like. I also like Purifying Cleanse as a burnout extender here. Something that is kind of important with the little fade things we're doing. But I like Stealth. Stealth prevents enemies from attacking your units, which is heckin' good. And there's the extract cards. Proclamation deals very big damage. Hostingkin is also not bad. 13 damage is pretty no-nonsense. Moving a unit to the back is good. Being free is good. I'll take one of these. Harvest. Harvest is certainly something that could work well with Little Fade here. Getting a stat bonus every time a unit dies on the floor. Could instead go for money gain with the Wickless Tycoon, although I trust that a little bit less. Keeper of Echoes, meanwhile, could buff the entire floor every time a charged echo is gained, and with how many units we're thinking about using, that actually could be very strong. Now, Keeper of Echoes could be huge here. Yeah, let's try it. And we definitely want to go to an early Merchant of Steel because we have these extra upgrade slots. Although not that I have a lot of money to spend currently. Multi-strike and Burnout 1. Oh my. Those are some fun options. Burnout 1 on the Molten Encasement looks pretty good. Multi-strike on a Bogfly, maybe the Keeper of Echoes, but more realistically on a Bogfly. Problem is the random reform could be a problem soon. But yeah, definitely adding multi-strike. Maybe I want the health upgrade on the Keeper of Echoes, although I don't think I can afford it. Yeah, not alongside the Wickstone here. Maybe should have looked at the Wormkin banner unit before I assigned where the multi-strike upgrade went. I got a little ahead of myself there. Glare Minders here. Glare Minder would have been a nice multi-striker. Applies Reap to enemy units whenever a card with Consume is played. Or the Kinhost Carapace can give +10/+10 to a unit each time it is summoned. So if we were to be able to resummon it multiple times, it could have additional effect. Are we at a temple? Yes. Next floor temple also. Yeah, Glare Minder is one of my favorite units, aesthetically and function-wise. It's the only sweeper that the Worm can have access to. Very cool unit. But I don't think the right unit for this moment, unfortunately. Yeah, Kinhost Bogfly, that's what I'm thinking about right now. That's what's on my mind. Let's see. We get another unit banner next floor, though. Not entirely convinced. That this is the right infusion, that is. Heck it. Be a good dupe, if nothing else. Be going pretty high shard count pretty quickly in this run, and I'm okay with that. We only have $10. Okay, onward. Let's go. Spikes, huh? Spike should be okay. Bonus spikes, actually. Kind of spooky. Do we set up on top? This is already a 5-pip setup here, huh? We get the Little Fade, the bonus unit, Keeper, and the Bogfly. Heck it, let's just fight furiously. Oh. That'll do it. Easy peasy. I was gonna say, this is where the primitive mold doesn't get drawn, and then they all just die to burnout. Be kind of funny. Or would it? Still a lot of damage I'm taking. Oh, because the spikes. That makes sense. Not much I can do about that either, with these units being super powered. Spooky. Give me stats. We win. I guess I'll just leave it there then. Seems perfectly fine. Look at this bogfly in the back. 38 by 2. Dang. Kill this. Apply Burnout 5 to friendly units, or 10 attack power and Burnout 2. I want to be able to extend the Burnout on everything except Little Fade, so let's grab one of these Hallowed Drippings. Infused Entombed Explosive is pretty good as well. But I would like some more Burnout control, big time. Infused Echo Transfer. Pretty powerful. Carving Koriska would have been popping off already. Only slight regret over not taking it. Slight. How about Broken Memories? Allowing me to return a consume spell. We don't... Well, I guess Hallowed Drippings is a consume spell. That have some utility. I'll take the Echo Transfer, though. Especially with the Infuse on it. It's good for activating our Keeper of Echoes here. I think we're going to go Hellvent on this floor. I want to make a second Bogfly plus Kinhost Carapace. As well as look at another Wormkin unit here. Could look for something to infuse into the Keeper of Echoes. Or even the Molten Encasement, depending. Then I imagine next floor we probably go to another Merchant of Steel. And then another Merchant of Steel. Forget spell upgrades. Just keep upgrading our units until we have the ultimate unit. Whatever that means to us. Hey there, Zuthus. Probably want to visit the cavern before we duplicate anything. Let's take a look at this first. Inspire. +2 attack power, armor 2. But takes up more capacity, or +5 attack power on Etch. +5 attack power when a card is consumed on its floor. Neither of those seem all that good to me. I think I'll skip these. A pillar of light spews strange fragments into the air. Either make a spell that has 2 spells inside of it. Could do like double trip fall. Wait, can I do double primitive mold? Hold on. Yeah! Reform 2 random units. That's what I want. Alright. Dupe the Bogfly. I could have also duped that, but I don't think we're getting so many units killed that I need 2 Nexus Spikes that are double primitive mold. But we could reduce its cost to 0 with Value Stone, that's true. It's a lot of shards, though. I think I'd rather keep the shards where they are for now. Bit worried as it is. Let's not. I've got a boss to fight after all. Hello. Oh, we do them both on turn 1. How amazing. Perhaps we don't want to feed them burnout just yet. Well, I absolutely could. I could also let Little Fade be a separate floor for this fight. Okay, let's put Little Fade up top. Get an Animus of Speed. 35 attack power quick. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do is something like this. And just give stat bonuses to everybody here. Do not kill my unit. Get him. This deck definitely wants more capacity. Don't die yet, Little Fade. Your time has not yet come. Have a bonus. Okay, so we can reform the Keeper of Echoes next turn if we want to. I'm not going to play this yet. Let's get rid of this, though. All right, Datalist himself arrives, and he's actually just outright defeated by the Bogflies. No assistance needed. Have some days. GG, you nerd. Holy heck. Okay, that went really, really well. Hallowed Halls are here. Kill friendly units, then reform random units into the floor until it exceeds its capacity. I'm not sure. Oh, that's right. It's another summon stack. Oh, yeah. Right, because we infused with Kinho's Carapace. Hallowed Halls is stupid good. That's right. Do we want an egg? A thug? I don't think we do. Oblox, thanks for a binary 100,000 months. 32. 2 to the 8. Or 2 to the 6. That mean kill units just on the floor you played on. I could see preferring the game without the DLC, I am Dory, especially if you prefer things a bit more mechanically simple. I strongly prefer the Last Divinity DLC just for the almost sort of infinite variance you get in units when you have the infuse system. The 2-unit mixture allows for all sorts of crazy creative strategies. Do sacrifice units count for Divine Mastery? No, unfortunately. You have to have the base unit as part of the deck. And we said we'd take more capacity, so we can fit more units on the floor to get their stats buffed. And we wanted to go Merchant of Steel, because we still have so many upgrade slots available on all of these bog flies. Could make a big bog. Though the additional capacity seems deeply problematic here. I'm not thrilled with that idea. Another Burnout 1 stone. Potentially useful on these bogflies. We want them to die so that they can be reformed, so that they can have better stats. So, genuinely, let's try it on one of them. Put an Echo Stone on you. And I'm going to reroll. Quick. Quick is pretty dang good. Let's make the one with Burnout have Quick. Such that it attacks before enemies do. How can we have 3 upgrade slots? That's the power of the Pyrestone Housing Artifact. Gives all your units an extra upgrade slot. How can you say no? Here, you can have an attack upgrade, Keeper of Echoes. Because I like you. Plus 12 attack. Still Burnout 2, though. Still worth it. Another Keeper of Echoes. Skip those. Champ gets more attack. Not that important. Spell cards with Consume have a chance to not consume. That might even be bad, kind of. Days to the first wave each combat? I guess that's okay. Although that could prevent Little Fade from being killed by them. Sounds like a problem for future Baylor. Not 100% sure this ring went well. Now at 70 shards, things are a little interesting. But we'll make it work. Spell Shield. Surely this will not be a problem. Smiley face. They'll be dazed the whole time. It's only the boss that adds curses, right? I think we go top floor setup here. And we do want Little Fade back on menu here as well. We're going to need the stat bonuses. Okay. Cold Kalia is pretty sweet. You go in front, though. Echo breaks to kill the Collector are allowed? They are. Or I could kill Little Fade and resummon Little Fade, which is strongly worth considering here. $75? I'm not going to. I need that money. I really want the multi-strike. supplies to be in play, but we have Hallowed Halls, so... let's just do it this way. Maybe we should have put that behind everybody. Yes, I see. It certainly does constitute a problem now, doesn't it? Alright, well, let's delay you for a turn, please. It's going to give Little Faith stealth. I'm okay with that for now. Actually, am I? Yes. And he skipped his resolve thing. Okay, this looks a bit more reasonable. We do get this Kinhost Carapace in play. We can reform our stealthy guy if we want to. We could also kill Little Fade immediately. Wait, is this... yeah, to a unit. So we can kill Little Fade with Hosting Kin and then Primitive Mold Little Fade if we want to. And that's probably the play here. That'll provide big stat bonuses to everybody and it'll get us started on the reform train. Hopefully this is going to work well. We shall see. Although there's already something to reform, actually, so we might not get Little Fade back. Oh, that's a slight concern. Yeah, that's a slight concern. Still dead inside. Thanks for 11 months of support. Oh, well, I guess? Let's see how this goes. Easy every time. Perfect. Now the entire floor is getting wiped. Get rid of this. Oh, that's right, you're quick. Love it when a plan comes together. Alright, we're about to find out if this is a good idea or a bad idea. Hallowed Halls, go! Yes, they do die immediately from the burnout. I was wondering. I'm gonna go with bad idea. I've got some options. So you don't have burnout currently. How fun. I think this is still the right play. Can't kill Little Fade, unfortunately. Oh, that would be the easiest solution. You're getting more burnout. Mold encasement. How cute. I guess we want to remove the spell shield from somebody down here? I guess so. Okay, Hallowed Halls is pretty good. That can also solve the tomb in the back problem that we're having. Another option is actually to Hallowed Halls on this floor. That's going to reform all of these units on the middle floor. And leave the top kind of untouched. Or we could simply reform 2 at random. But I think there's actually really good merit to just playing Hallowed Halls in the middle here. Reform Cold Kalia, which will absolutely take out this defender and do some pretty good damage. The Bogflies being reformed look pretty good, although their burnout will be relatively limited. Little Fade will be last to die. That's kind of sad. Let's try it. Oh, Little Fade goes in front, which means Little Fade gets killed by the boss, which means everybody else gets bonus burnout, which means the boss simply dies to that play. Good work. That's why you take the Hallowed Halls. Dang. Well, that worked out. Now we're rich. Summon 2 drafts. Drafts are good reform targets. Remove all burnout and debuff effects from a unit. Yes, please. Allow me to remove debuff from somebody. Hey, look, Yukaracha. I've watched a little bit of Despot's game. Considered trying it and playing it. Actually, the biggest thing that kept me away is the fact that the in-game music results in VOD mutes, unfortunately. Which is really sad, because the music's great. Yeah, holdover and intrinsic on Hallowed Halls? I'm thinking holdover -2 cost. Total recalls. Interesting. I like its ability to get back mold cards. Let's grab one of these. Cargo moves, please. These train stewards absolutely need to go. Quick again. We can just have 2 quick Bogflies. Honestly, I'm okay with that. Make Keeper of Echoes even tankier. Holdover Permafrost is nice because it means that you always have it in your hand, essentially, whether you play it or not. I think that's pretty good as well. I'm just going to reroll. Aha! Multi-strike 2 plus quick. I like it. We can add a burnout stone onto this one if we felt the need. These Bogflies are crazy. Sure, heck it. Does Max upgrade this thing? Sure. More money. I'll take more money. Money equals card removes, and card removes are good. What's our next node? Merchant of Magic? Okay, keep some cash. Could indeed take the cash here for another remove. I think I'd prefer not to do that. Too many shards. Mark of Invasion, meanwhile, that's not bad. If you simply ignore the Mark of Invasion, you'll take all of 14 pyre damage, which is well worth the 150 gold, excuse me. We've got stinky stealth enemies. Stealth enemies basically require a top floor setup from us, which is all fine by me. Question is, can we keep the burnout going? I think with all our reform and the power of Wickless recruitment, this shouldn't be a problem. Ooh, and a Wickless Baron to gain Harvest in the back here. Excellent. Have some stats. Alright, that's the triple attacker. So Little Fade doesn't even die. Perhaps that's for the best. Look at that stat line. Kill Little Fade. Wait. Didn't kill Little Fade. Guess we don't want to kill Little Fade before playing Hallowed Halls, do we? I don't think so. Then they all vanished. Okay, let's keep the ×3 attacker around. Yeah, we don't have that many reforms coming up. 8 energy. You got it. This Bogfly is doing an egregious amount of damage. Truly absurd. This boss has sweep. Reforming the Baron. Sure. It's a reasonable opponent for the Sower of Sorrow on the bottom floor here. Yeah. Do some damage, Mr. Baron. Again, Mr. Baron. But this time, better. Here, have Little Fade to help you. Perfect. Ooh, killed before he could burn out there. Spooky. GG. Okay, that was pretty effective. Seems like the deck is doing very well, and I think a Crushing Demise is pretty dang good. Kill a random non-boss enemy unit and a random friendly unit with Infuse. I think also Wicked Blaze would be good. We get to reform a target of our choosing. Currently, in effect, we cannot do in this deck. Give me a Crushing Demise. And a Return Soul. Return a spell card from the discard pile, apply Infused -1 and consume. A way to get back our Reform cards when we finally need them, or a way to reuse perhaps the Hallowed Drippings, or even recast Hallowed Halls. Like, there's a lot of things we can do with this. Cheesy Bob, thanks for 44. 44 is the 4th octahedral number, meaning that 44 spheres packed at maximum density could form a regular octahedron. That's a fun fact for you. These drip falls haven't been very useful. I'm going to get rid of one of them. Draw one more card each turn, and then return a card to the top of the draw pile. That's actually very useful for this deck, because we can use it to sort of store a card, always returning it to the top of the draw pile, whether that be a reform that we don't need yet, the Wickless recruitment for when the boss arrives, or what have you. There's a lot of use for Cheater's Hand here. You can kind of think of it as retain one. There's -2 cost for Hallowed Halls. Let's go. Any holdover? Any holdover? Any holdover at all? Here, let's make you free. Make one of these do more damage. We want some way to kill Little Fade. A powered-up Echo Break can be a simple way to do that. There's holdover. Hell yeah. Holdover, 0-cost Hallowed Halls. That's a winner right there. That is going to be game-breakingly strong, particularly with the Kinhost Carapace infusion on these Bogflies. We only have one more Hellvent. We're going to get a third. I'm gonna duplicate this multi-strike to quick Bogfly when we get to the final Hellvent. We'll have 3 of them. But first we have to make it through Cursefell, so that's going to be tough. Good luck to us. Yeah, good luck to us. Glad it's a 0-cost holdover, Hallowed Halls. This Ultimate Penance is definitely a way to make me not play cards normally. Oh, but we have Cheater's Hand, which means we can cheat at this. Gigantic 2-cost curse that I don't know what to do with? How about I actually just don't even worry about that? Get it out of my hand forever. Goodbye. I'll never see you again. Smell you later. That's so long, etc. Against this version of Fel, I strongly recommend putting all your units on the bottom floor. The reason for this is that there's Absolver units like this thing that will continually add more and more curses to your draw pile unless you can kill them on the bottom floor here. Consider yourselves reformed. Let's get rid of that. Stealth is so not useful. It's alright. Deal 200 damage to Fel, actually. And I could get back the Hallowed Halls and destroy it. That'd be a very bad idea. No room here. We can fix that, though. So, play this. Delay you for another turn. Probably want to play this here, but I might want to play it here as well. I mean, worst case scenario, we take 6 fire damage, right? That's not bad. The power. Can't Echo Break our way to victory here. Yeah, we'll just take 6 fire damage. That's fine. There's no room. Almost have enough power to just kill up here, actually. It's pretty hilarious. Good. So we could make it 40 by 3. Not quite enough to KO this Alabaster Guardian. Okay, don't worry about it. Go here. Where is Crushing Demise when I need it? Still no Crushing Demise. Oh well. Seems fine. Here, boost that thing. Why not? Glorious. Should have played that just for the stat bonus, I guess. Hey there, Gokaka. Hey, hey. Perish. Live. The power. Final wave. Already fell is super dead, but let's make her super dead. Love it. Yes, the order in which units are resummoned onto the floor is random, which has potentially some nasty outcomes for the player. How about a second Hallowed Halls? Actually, maybe I should be duplicating Hallowed Halls. Rather than making a third Bogfly, we duplicate this card. I'll still take another one. That makes me want even more capacity. Kind of does. Although there's too many cards in the deck for our base card draw at the moment. Fine, I'll take more draw. And a divine artifact of our choosing, a one-time bonus. Divine Trader's Quill is pretty strong. For one fight. Sure. Sure, why not? No longer any need for Merchant of Steel. All of our attacking units have been upgraded 3 times. So, let's go here. Make that Hallowed Halls nice and cheap. The start of battle. Summon 4 random units from your deck onto the middle floor. I think that might be good. Because that just gets all of our units deployed very quickly. And we can change where they are by killing them or reforming them. I mean, 2 of them just die immediately, right? Give me that. Burnout lasts longer. Would prevent our units from dying when we don't want them to. I'm also totally okay with Worn Grindstone. Just +5 attack on everybody. What if the enemies have haste? You don't see haste past ring 4. Does not appear in the late game. It's not a thing, thankfully. That's good for Permafrost. Been told you need to play this, says Pharaoh Man. It's a good game. Truly is a good game. Very replayable. Tons of variance in the strategy. So many different ways to break this game. It's really what I enjoy about it. Double Hallowed Halls, turn 1. Let's do it. How do we want this to go? I'd like to change what floor everyone's on. This is the best way to do that? Okay, now these ones die rather than these 2. Could Hallowed Halls again, but that'll extend the burnout, and I actually don't want to do that. It's also a Baron, I suppose. No reason not to do this, I guess, huh? Front to back? Yeah, front to back. Cool. I want that Crushing Demise next turn. Sure. So many fun options. Good. Good. I don't think I want that. Send this fool again. Let's do this for the moment. Oh. Oh, that's right. And that's what we had the Crushing Demise for. Like that. Easy peasy. Kill them all. Beautiful. Hey there, Zippy Wonder Dog. Scored your first legit A20 heart run today and did it with a defect. Well, heck, it's quite a way to get your first win. Well done. Can't think of too many people who've done it first with defect. It's too perfect, man. "31 Ember, sure. Infinite energy." Why the heck not? Do that quite right. Join the rotation. The harvest on this Baron has gotten absurd because of the Hallowed Halls. Oh my. So we do this, right? We summon you, descend you, then Hallowed Halls. Everybody's got to die. Perfect. And the boss is here to get absolutely destroyed. Not a single one of our units perishes. Because our damage output is just too much. And our health is too high. I mean, this Baron has over 100 hit points. Easy peasy. Yeah, the Molten Encasement is a bit odd here. I think we might actually remove it. Remove all debuff effects from friendly units and all buff effects from enemy units. Pretty useful. Memento Mori. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 10 times the number of friendly unit deaths. Wait a minute. That seems good. We actually haven't won a run with Power of Knowledge? Sure, let's just grab it. Yeah, Memento Mori can definitely do some stupid stuff. Especially since I'm going to duplicate Hallowed Halls. Right? Alright, let's purge Stealthy Boy. Sorry, Stealthy Boy. You just weren't part of this run, I guess. And these echo breaks can go. I don't think that's worth spending. Spells get an extra upgrade slot. Do they now? What do we have here? 30 magic power. That's fairly whatever. I'll permafrost the Memento Mori though. We want to make sure it hits real hard, like at the appropriate time. Cleansing water seems relatively unimportant. Could have duped Memento Mori. No, you gotta dupe the Hallowed Halls. Surely this is the way. Let's make an Echo Break that can actually kill our units. Just to be sure. And I wouldn't mind paying 10 more shards for a purge, sure. Let's get rid of one of those. Seems like our bitrate problem's gone today. It should be, yeah. It was just some kind of problem. Don't know the cause, but I do know the solution. Waiting until another day. Oh, then we might as well add... Can I add this on anything? Sure. Good talk. Show us what you can do, Seraph. Feel free to attack us during the early part of the game, like... I'm not gonna care. What are you gonna do? Kill me? Fool. Although I do think we probably want to get out of the middle floor here. Slay gain gold. Sure, I guess. I should have put him behind. Yeah! That trample on Seraph. Spooky. Telling me I could do this. Me knife's mighty sharp. There's 0 cards in the discard pile currently. Memento Mori does 150 damage. Don't want to return that. Alright, stop there. lives up there now. Alright, you come down here so you can die. Have fun dying. Twice. We could kill one more of our own units. Doesn't seem like that's helpful this turn. Little Fate is too much health. We could do 270 damage to Seraph, though. Let's do that. Boop. And then he's going to come back down to this floor this turn and take a ton of damage. Just truly a ton. Buff them. +1 to the whole floor every time I do that. Good work. Spell. Beautiful. Memento Mori is back now. It does 500 damage. $1,500 damage to Seraph. You don't need Crushing Demise. Perfect. Get back here, Seraph. We can just Dripfall him, that's right. In fact, we can do better than that. We can Memento Mori for 750 damage. Boop. And then descend Seraph. Bonk. And Seraph was no more. GG. Jay Dublinson says, how is Hallowed Halls buffing everything? That's just what Reform does. When you reform a unit, it gets stat bonuses. Let's see. Do we have the Reform keyword here? Reform. Return a defeated friendly unit to your hand and apply +5/+5, as well as one more stack of Burnout. So the Burnout keeps stacking. The stats keep stacking. Additionally, the Bogflies that have the Kinhost Carapace infusion also get an extra +10/+10 when they're summoned. So these two Bogflies that are quick will get +15/+15 per summon. And yes, Little Fade also buffs all units on the floor when she dies. So that's also causing buffs to occur. You're starting to see now why we're getting so many of them. We have 3 different buff sources on death that are occurring. Pretty crazy. Alright, we definitely still have some awkwardness with the middle floor thing, but we can get most of the units to die on turn 1. That seems pretty good. Return soul next turn, huh? So this wave's going to be an issue. That's what I see. Troublesome. Oh. Well, that is going to help. Alright, I'll make a superpowered sweeper. Sure. This will be a pretty good turn. So let's start with Total Recall. Eight available. Interesting. That's not correct. Absolutely not correct. We can use this on our own units, actually, Power of Knowledge. Curious. Very curious. And they have melee weakness 1. So I think this is the way to do it, yes? Yeah, and you'll just chew through those. Cool. So we can target Little Fade here if we want the immediate buffs. It's not a bad idea. Seems like a good turn. Beautiful. Now we have triple Hallowed Halls this turn. Although that's kind of bad because these enemies get armor anytime any unit dies on the floor. So awkward. Definitely awkward. Show me what you got. That's pretty good. Only one unit survives. I probably don't want to mess with this anymore. We could play the Hallowed Halls again to get more stat bonuses, but note that every time we play it, we're going to give every enemy on this floor 100 armor. So I don't want to do that. It's genuinely 100 armor to every unit for each Hallowed Halls I play. Gonna give this unit burnout 1. And yeah, we could push something back here if we wanted to. Seems a little bit better. This I'm just gonna not play. Okay, so that's arguably the most difficult wave for us, and we dealt with it no problem. Seems good to me. If you wanted to hold over Crushing Demise to keep the Chains Decided guy, let's just kill that. Forget about it. Some bonuses. Have some more bonuses. Wow, Little Fade in front yet again. How lucky. Die, Little Fade. Beautiful. 300 damage memento more, eh? Good. Let's hit that boss. No prob. Who cares about stealth? Nobody, that's who. Have some more armor. See if I care. Pro tip, I don't. I sure don't. I like that we survived with 1 health on that fly. Hallowed Halls is insane. You're telling me. This card is great. More units. It's also a little extra ridiculous when you have 3 of them. Like, that part's a bit kind of absurd. $710 damage. This enemy has 195 armor, by the way. Get him with Crushing Demise. Hello. Goodbye. And boop. GG. GG, everybody. What a stupidly strong Remnant run.